location. We are here at the Wildcat Sports Pub, 3680 Milton Avenue in Camillus, New York. And of course, we've been here with West Genesee Athletics for the Wildcats for over 8 years now. We're heading toward 9 years of being able to do this. So yeah, we're good. Thank you. Shout out to John. Much love to John. Take care of your staff here tonight. Appreciate you, John. So we're happy to be here once again with West Genesee, and of course with your Wildcats. The football program is here. We thank you for your patience online on youtube.com and facebook.com, both /WakeUpCallDT, and on internet streaming radio on wakeupcalldt.podbean.com, so these gentlemen can have some pizza. So y'all ate? Y'all are good?
Yeah, we did.
All right, so we got Alej Molina here with us, your quarterback. Please give Alej a round of applause.
Yeah, I like it.
And we have Mr. Liam Kelly here with us, our corner. Give Liam some love. And we got your head coach. You better get loud unless you want to run. Joe Corley. Show Joe Corley some love. So we are very happy to be here with you tonight, and of course, the first show that we ever did with West Genesee of any sport was the football team that was right here over 8 years ago, and it was before this room even existed. So we were right in that corner where the games are. I was sitting there with Joe Corley and the crew. So Joe was the first time that we ever had a show, and the first coach I ever had from West Genny. So happy to have Coach back here. Alej, you got the mic, so I'm going to start with you. Why quarterback? I know that growing up, a lot of people want to be the signal caller. A lot of people say quarterback, but why did it stick with you?
To be honest, growing up playing football, I never played quarterback, believe it or not. In Florida, when I played football, I was actually a running back. And then I moved up to New York, and in middle school, during the recess time, I would go out there and I would just throw the football, and everyone was saying I had a crazy arm. I did have a crazy arm, and it kind of just stuck with me. And then freshman year, got to high school, I played JV, and it just stuck to me, and it just happened.
So you said when you were down in Florida, you were a running back.
Yes.
Do you miss being a running back?
Nah, not really, to be honest.
You don't?
Nah.
All right. So you said that you just started doing it, and people thought, okay, this guy can do it. When did you believe in yourself as a quarterback?
The first touchdown that I threw at FM my JV year, it was to Cole Keller on a wheel route. After that, I kind of realized I had crazy arm talent and accuracy was there, so I kind of stuck with this.
Crazy arm talent and accuracy. Okay. If are those your best attributes? Are those the best parts of your game, or is there another part of your game that you would say is the best thing that you can do as a quarterback?
I'd say just arm talent and accuracy. I can throw the ball pretty accurate.
What's the thing that you're working on the most? What's that one thing you want to get better at?
My footwork can always get improved.
Footwork?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Liam, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing very well. So when I asked Alej if he missed being a running back, you shook your head no. So have you seen him try to run the ball?
Yes. Alej does not want to run the ball.
Okay. He does not want to run the ball. Well, you're a corner, so your job is to understand the quarterback and to try and figure out where they're going and what's going to be happening. When you're in practice, do you feel like you can read Alej well enough to know where that ball's going to go?
I think Alej is really good at manipulating the defense, and he's really good at looking off safeties and looking off corners. But I also know the whole receiver route tree, so it's easier in practice to know where our receivers are going.
Well, Liam, for you, why corner? When did that position start for you?
I never really played Pop Warner growing up. I played like 1 year Pop Warner, and I was like a chubby little kid, so I always played lineman. And then modified, I started playing corner. Coach told me I had no hands, I couldn't play receiver, so I had to stick with it.
Well, I mean, to be a corner, you got to have some hands, right? So
yeah, I got hands now. I've been working on them all summer.
All right, you've been working on it all summer. What did you do to make sure that your hands, your that part of your game, the hands of your game, what did you do to make sure that improved?
Me, Alej, Evan, all our receivers, DBs, we all would hit the field a lot, preparing for the season, guarding each other. We'd all run routes, play offense, play defense, just go out there and have fun with each other.
So was Ale throwing you, was he having you run routes to make sure that your hands were getting better?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so do you enjoy being a cornerback now? Is that something that you kind of leaned into? When you said Coach said you don't have hands, so you worked on your hands, but you're on the defensive side. Do you like being a corner? Do you like being on an island?
Yeah, that's something I enjoy. I enjoy being on an island, and I enjoy taking pride in trying to guard the other team's best player.
Well, Syracuse needs some help in corner, so something to think about. So if you could learn from your favorite cornerback currently in the NFL, what corner would you choose and why?
I wouldn't say I got a favorite corner right now, but like recently I've been watching a lot of Richard Sherman tape, and I like his post-game interviews.
Okay, you like his post-game interviews. What about his post-game? Do you now his teammate, Marshawn Lynch, he has very unique interviews as well, but what do you like about Richard Sherman's post-game?
I like how confident he is in himself.
Okay, how confident he is. All right, Ali, I'm going to go back to you for this one. If you could sit down with any quarterback right now in the NFL and pick their brain, who would you want to sit with and why?
Like currently in the league,
Currently in the league.
I'd probably say Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Well, he's got time. He's injured again. So, unfortunately. And I've had him on my fantasy team when he's been hurt. I've been at the Wildcat missing him in my fantasy roster. So, you want to sit down with Joe Burrow. Why?
Just the way he plays games and the way he reads defense, it just really kind of inspires me and kind of look up to him. It's something I really like watching as just a quarterback and what he does in the NFL.
Did you watch him in college? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he did a heck of a job at LSU.
Yes, he
I will
did.
say that. All right, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How are you, Dan?
Doing well. So, Coach, we're going to shift over to you now and have the opportunity to hear from you for a few minutes here. So, you have these gentlemen that are up here with me. Leadership-wise, your quarterback has to be the leader of your offense. In a lot of locker rooms, your quarterback is your leader of the entire team. What do you see in Alej Molina that makes you believe that he exemplifies the word leadership?
Very calm and collective. He does take control of the huddle vocally, but what I love about Ale is he makes quick decisions. He's very confident in his ability, and he believes in his teammates. He's not afraid to give his teammates a shot. I think he's taken a shot deep to every kid in the team this year. It just says a lot about him, his belief in his teammates, his confidence in himself, and just his collective personality in pressure situations.
A guy like him, when he comes from the state of Florida, that's one heck of a place that's very deep with talent. How happy are you that he migrated up to New York?
Glad to see that.
Yeah, so what is it about his game that kind of struck you first at the quarterback position?
Just his presence. He's just got a very cool and calm way about him. Things don't seem to rattle him. We've been through some tough times this year, but he's kept his head high and he's continued to play hard. And he makes good decisions, and you don't get that very often at the high school level. It's hard to come by. So
when you talk about making good decisions and having a good head on their shoulders, what do you see with Liam at the corner position?
Mental toughness. He's had his hands full, and we've had our hands full with some really athletic teams. So I'll give you an idea. We played Union Endicott, who's the best team in Section 4. We played CBA. They haven't lost a game in almost 3 years, right? We played CNS, who's loaded with talent. We played Utica Proctor, who was loaded with talent. He's had his hands full with literally all CNY, all state talent all year long. And he's a battler. He's a competitor.
So when you look back at his film, having that talent that he's gone up against, what are some of the pieces of his game that you really appreciate when they are throwing his way on his island?
His competitive nature. He doesn't quit on plays. And if he gets beat, he's busting his butt trying to make up ground. His toughness, he's not afraid to come up and make a tackle. All the things that you want in a kid, all the things that you want in a defensive back, we got him.
So you and I talked about this season off the air, and we know that there's adversity that comes through any season. What have you learned this season going through the adversity of what 2025 has been so far?
Just got to keep fighting forward. There's no magic formula. There's no magic play call. There's no magic system. You just got to have guys that are willing to keep fighting no matter what the situation. And we got that. As tough as things have gotten, these kids have continued to come back Saturday morning. They come back every Monday and they work hard and they get after it.
How has this season challenged you in a good way?
It's forced me to think outside of the box and find different ways to motivate kids, find different ways to utilize their talents and their strengths.
So with that being said, gentlemen, you get to tell me something good about your coach. Liam, I'll start with you. Tell me something good about Coach Corley.
You can tell how much effort Coach puts in and how much time he puts in. He's always posting playlists, breaking down film, like how last week, like how we got RFA this upcoming week, and the coach got the film at 5 a.m. and he was breaking it down all morning so we could have film that Saturday morning, the night after the game.
Well, and he was just working on, I think, a practice plan or something. He was over here while we were getting ready to go. Y'all are having dinner, and before he ate any pizza, he had the laptop out. He was working on the laptop here. So what does that say about having a coach like that that is always thinking, always trying to work through something and is willing to put in those extra hours?
It's nice to know that Coach works as hard as us, probably even harder than how we do on the field, and he's never going to take a day off on coaching us. No matter what our record is, he's always going to give his best.
All right, well, appreciate that. Tough to go after that, but Alej, tell me something good about Coach.
Kind of just piggyback off of what Liam said. Just his effort and the way he's ability to coach, and just whenever he says something to do in practice or something like that, he's most likely going to be right about what he's talking about. And just again about his effort, he's always watching film. Like he was telling me a story the other night. He was up to like 3 in the morning watching film or something, and I was just telling him to go to bed or something.
So, you know, I mean, you're talking about him being up until 3 a.m. Liam's talking about, you know, he probably works harder than us.
Yes.
When you have a coach like that, how easy is it to listen to him when he gives you some advice?
Very easy, because he like I just said, he's always more than right with what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about, and he just always knows what he's doing, what the defense is going to be running, where people are going to be in game, and honestly, like he's just very trustworthy in game. Like I can just really rely on him to be right about something that he does.
So, favorite part of the season for you, and very kind words to you, Coach. Favorite part of your season so far?
Are we talking like moment?
Yeah, favorite moment for you so far?
Probably when I threw a hitch and go to Evan, and I had gotten hit, and I was like laying on the floor. It kind of felt cool. Just watching on the floor, I saw Evan scored, and it was just honestly a moment. And I'll probably do the first moment.
So, that one stuck out with Evan?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
That was this year, so.
Okay, what about you, Liam? Do you have a moment this season that sticks out in a positive way?
My favorite moment's probably just our bus ride home after we beat Beeville. We were playing music, singing, just having a great time with each other.
Coach, you and I had the opportunity to talk about this off the air, but your team did something that hasn't happened in a few years. I think it was since 2021, which was to win the season opener. What did that mean to you to start off the season with a victory and to get on the right side of things to start things off?
It meant a lot. You know, we've opened up with some powerhouses these last few years, usually opening up with state-ranked teams that we've had a tough time matching up with. So to open up with Baldwinsville, a team that we matched up with, we knew we had a shot to win, but it was a big night for them. They were honoring Carlos Sanfilippo, who just retired. They named the field after him, so we had our hands full. And Baldwinsville struggled too, but they were at their best when we played them. And we have a lot of new faces. I couldn't even put a number on it, Dan. We have a lot of new first-year starters, guys playing their first varsity football game ever. So to go into a hostile environment like Beeville, when they were highly motivated and they were at their best and come out with a win, it just meant a lot. And it was nice to be on the winning side of the opening round for a change.
Yeah, and you hear these gentlemen say nice things about you. I know you talked about their game and who they are on the field, but as people, when you think about Alej and you think about Liam, how would you describe them as somebody walking up and down the hallways at West Genesee, somebody in a classroom, as well as in the community beyond football?
First of all, they're great kids. I can honestly say it's been about 5 weeks since I've had a single behavior problem with these guys in the school. So they're well respected in the school. They've got a great image in the school. People look to our program with pride now. That wasn't always the case. We've had our issues in the past, but these are great kids. But I think the best quality of this team, win or lose, is these guys really, truly like one another. They care about one another. They don't care who gets the credit. You know, they just want to have success together, and that's what it's all about.
Well, and having this opportunity to grow and to learn from each other, we're going to have an opportunity for us to learn kind of where their minds are at and where they're going to go with this. So they're going to play some rapid fire before your teammates come up. And we're going to change it up a little bit here. So Liam, normally you would put me on the hot seat, which you will, but you get to put Coach on the hot seat first. You can ask him any question, any topic. He has to answer it, no pressure. We're live to the people in the room at the Wildcat, and we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Podbean all over the world right now. So go ahead and ask Coach a question.
If you could see anyone on the team not getting a girlfriend like they couldn't, who would it be and why?
Come on, really?
That's a tough question.
Listen.
Yo, that's a good question.
I'm going to abstain from answering that question for obvious reasons. I like my job and I want to keep it. I think every one of you guys have got an uphill battle trying to find a prom date. So,
Stop.
Okay. Now, Coach, you can ask Liam. You can ask Liam that.
I got you. Let's see here. Liam, what's your favorite childhood memory, going back as far as you can remember, your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? I'd say, I don't know exactly what birthday it was, but I was pretty young, and my dad works out of town a lot, and he came home to surprise me from New Jersey. That's probably my favorite childhood memory, just seeing him come back home.
All right, seeing your dad come back home, I like that. All right, Alej, you can ask Coach a question.
I've wanted to ask this one for a while. What made you an Alabama fan?
So I moved to Syracuse in 2005. I was an assistant coach at Ithaca College before I came here. And at the time, we were very, very close with the Syracuse staff when I was there. So we spent a lot of time with George DeLeon, with Paul Pasqualoni, all those guys, and got to know them really well. Became kind of a big Syracuse fan. So when I moved to Syracuse in 05, it was their first year under Greg Robinson, and Syracuse they were downhill. They were really struggling for a long time, if you recall. So one day I was watching Florida and Alabama just took it to them. It was a really fun game to watch. So I found myself kind of watching more Alabama games on TV. Then I read the book, The Junction Boys, which is the story of Bear Bryant when he took over Texas A&M. But ultimately, Bear Bryant took over Alabama and won, I think, 6 national championships. So I became kind of, intrigued by his career. Became more and more intrigued by the history of Alabama football. And the next thing you know, it seemed like every Saturday I was tuning in to watch Alabama until one day I accepted the fact that I was a Bama fan.
Gotcha. Right, I love that. Now you back to Alej.
All right, Alej, if you could be reborn as a dog, what breed would you be and why?
Honestly, probably like a German Shepherd. Because they seem like they have a lot of fun. They seem like they're always just running around and stuff, just laying in bed. And they get to go around with like a police officer if they're really trained well enough. And they have really good sense. So it's like, why not be a German Shepherd?
Okay, all right. Good answer. So now you guys can put me on the hot seat. I'll do the same. Alej, you get to ask me a question.
Were you always from Syracuse, or did you always live in Syracuse?
So I've lived in 3 different states, Pennsylvania, New York, and Florida. And so Florida's become a second home, second hub of my company for Dan Tortora Broadcast Media. So I'm down there a lot, which I love. And I guess the third hub would be North Carolina. But yeah, I'm born and raised in Syracuse, 15 minutes from here. And yeah, I love being from Central New York. I think we're gritty. I think we got blue on our collar. I think we work hard. I think we have good family values. And I like being from here, and I like having, there's parts of central and upstate New York that have a small town feel, and then you get enough of the city. So I think we have a balance of both, and yeah, I love the people. I mean, there's a line from Macklemore in one of his songs where he says, "I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me." And I feel that when I think of Syracuse. So I love my hometown, for real. My question back to you, Ale. If the Wildcat was going to make a dish dedicated to you, and it's the Alej Molina special, what is on that plate and why?
Probably just like a nice burger with rice. Like a nice, I'm a burger type of guy, so
What is a nice burger?
like a nice juicy like patty with lettuce, cheese,
Okay.
and like a ketchup. That's about it.
So a very basic burger and fries.
Yeah.
Nothing like-
basic, but it really hits, you know.
Okay, all right. So like traditional.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Liam, what do you got for me?
What's your favorite sports memorabilia you own?
Oh, wow. Favorite sports memorabilia I own? It's probably from my Uncle Bill. Honestly, anything he gave me, but probably the Nolan Ryan autograph card that I have that is in this like thick plastic, so it looks like it's suspended in the air. He gave it to me the last time I saw him, and he's since passed. And so, you know, I think he has a collection that's just beyond your wildest dreams. And the fact that he gave me any of it means a lot to me. And I just remember he gave me a bunch of stuff, and then he had that behind him. And he kind of like reached out and he thought about it, he looked at it, and he handed it to me. I said, "Uncle Bill, I can't take this stuff." He said, "Yes, you can." I said, "No, I can't. Like, these are your prized possessions." And he was like, "You can and you will." And that was the last time I saw him. I turned around and I watched him through the rear window of the car. I'll never forget that moment. And my Nolan Ryan, every time I broadcast live in the morning for Wake Up Call, it's sitting right to my right. And it's always facing me. So my Uncle Bill's always with me. My question back to you, Liam, if you could get any piece of memorabilia signed, who would you want to sign it and what would you want them to sign? So you don't currently own this. Whose autograph and what are they signing?
I would probably want something signed by like Michael Phelps.
Okay.
That just comes to mind, but he's a winner. And I got a lot of signed stuff. I got like a Michael Jordan signed poster, Carmelo Anthony. I got a lot of things in my house.
Okay. So what would Michael Phelps sign?
Like a swim shirt.
A swim shirt. All right. Okay. One of your teammates said Speedo. So
That tells a lot about that.
yeah, that would be haunting. If you told me that you had a Speedo signed by somebody in your room, I would tell you to maybe we need to talk about that further.
Especially if it's used. It was
Yeah, so Michael Phelps poster, t-shirt, that's where we're gonna leave it. Liam, all right. So you're gonna switch places with Evan, and we're gonna have Evan come up here, so Evan Dufford. Let's give these guys a round of applause one more time. So we got Evan coming up, and we have Anthony Bowles as well. Where's Anthony? Come on up. Evan, I'm gonna come over here. All right, make sure you guys are. There you go. All right, so gentlemen, how are we? How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, all right. I know that you were kind of talking with your teammates beforehand. What advice did you give them? Or what did you say to them? I know you said some stuff, Anthony.
I'm trying to think.
Which one of you said, "I'm going to watch you guys so I know how not to mess up"?
Yeah.
Who said that? Was that you?
Yeah.
That was you.
They tried
Okay.
there.
How do you think they did it?
I mean, like Michael Phelps was kind of a little questionable, but
Okay.
I think they did okay with that. I think it's working now.
You think you did okay?
Yeah.
Test it, Brian.
You guys hear him?
Yeah, I don't think we got
You guys hear him?
Test. There you go. It's my voice. Here you go. Yeah, go ahead and talk into it. So, Anthony, for you, being a part of this team means what?
Oh, it means a ton. I mean, in previous years, you kind of just go through the summer stuff and play a season of football, but this year is different. Honestly, I mean, we still go out after a loss Monday. I mean, everyone looks forward to it. You know, it's a great program. We love each other like crazy. I mean, it's a great bond we have, really.
So you said even after a loss this season, you all look forward to going out and hanging out on Monday.
100%.
Why is that different from last year? Does the environment feel different? And how?
Just everyone getting along better, honestly. From outside of practice to lifts. I mean, you know, hanging out with underclassmen everywhere. You just got to find new people to hang out with, and we have a good social group. It really carries over the field in the class everywhere.
Why do you feel like, I know you talked about people being closer, but why do you feel like this group is closer even in a loss?
I mean, I feel like everyone's really competitive, and win or loss, everyone wants to come back out and show who we really can be as a team, and no one really hangs their head after it.
You're an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Did you always want to be on the offensive line?
I mean, I never really have a choice, honestly. So,
I mean, what can you say about being a lineman? It's a job that if you're doing it right, nobody says anything. But if you mess up, everybody says something. So I feel it for the linemen on the offensive, defensive line, because you can't get anything done without a good O-line or a good D-line. So like you said, you didn't really have a choice, but you're an offensive lineman now.
Yeah.
What do you like about the job?
I mean, just get to play hard, get to hit with your helmet, you're just going to come down on blocks and everything. I mean, it's the most exciting part of the game. I'd rather be hitting something than running a route and doing nothing.
So would you say that you get a lot of pancakes out there?
Oh,
put a lot of hits
on the
out
team,
there?
100%.
Okay.
Both guards on the team get most.
Do you have a favorite pancake moment of the year?
Honestly, like today in practice, I got one of my teammates, Alan Harrington.
Okay. Where's Alan at? Where at Alan? Alan Harrington. Where's that? Did he leave?
He left.
I think he's next to me.
All right. Might be so you said you got him today.
Yeah.
Hey, do you care to describe?
I mean, he's pretty big. He's not that quick, so you got to get like a big push-pull. You got to get him up high and then just pull him right down. And then he falls pretty hard. He's a pretty big kid. So.
Okay. Would you say that about him if he was in the room right now?
I would say that to his face. 10
You would
out of
say
10
it to his face,
100%.
10 out of 10. All right. Evan, I'm going to give the mic back to you here. Playing wide receiver.
Yeah.
You heard Ale talk about getting you the ball. Do you have a favorite moment this season?
Yeah, I do actually. To be honest, it's that same play, hitch and go, whatever. First play, it was a penalty. I scored off he threw a bad ball the first play, and I caught it, went down with it, scored, penalty, got called back, and then next play he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to you again, hitch and go. I burned the kid, got him, can't guard me, and then he throws a really good ball into my hands, and I scored.
So you had it, they called it back,
Yeah.
and Ale said, I'm going to you again.
Yep.
What did that mean to you that he was like, I trusted you the first time, I'm trusting you again?
That means a lot, actually. Shows that he has a lot of confidence in me, and bringing it down, I can bring it in and score again.
Now, the wide receiver position, is that something you always wanted to do, or is it something you got asked to do?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, but before in Pop Warner, Modified, I've always played lineman, and never liked it ever, actually.
Okay. So Modified, you were a lineman, offense or defense?
Offense.
And you didn't like it?
No.
So when did you shift to wide receiver?
JV season.
JV season? All right. Do you have a favorite wide receiver of all time?
That's a good question.
Let me ask you this while you're thinking about it. Do you know the name of the person? I wonder if your teammates know the name of arguably the best wide receiver in NFL history, and he came from NCAA Division III non-scholarship football. No. It's not who I'm thinking of. This guy is arguably considered the best all-time.
Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice. It is Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, Division III. Just goes to show you that if you get an opportunity in college, you take it, regardless of if it's JUCO, D1, D2, D3. You go where you feel the most loved. So now I ask you the question I asked you before. Do you have that favorite wide receiver?
Yes, I do actually. Pays nothing like me, but Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
Yeah.
Why Megatron?
I don't know. Just watching him and watching him in highlights and like YouTube, and makes this crazy plays and is so big and catch every single ball.
So you said watching him on YouTube.
Yeah. Never got to watch him on TV.
You never got to watch him on TV?
No.
Were you? So you weren't born yet, or were you a baby?
I actually have no clue. I just never watched him on TV.
You never watched him. I'm trying to think of how many years he's been out of the league.
Retired in what, 15?
So, because
Maybe I did watch him like a couple
So
of years.
you might
but
have seen
I
him.
don't really remember it.
See, that makes me feel like I'm 100 years old, Coach.
Yeah.
That you never saw him play live.
I probably did, but just can't really
So you
remember.
watch him on YouTube.
Yeah.
What is it about Megatron that sticks out to you? Like, what's that one thing first time you saw him on YouTube, you stopped and you said, that guy's something different?
Him going up for the ball on jump balls and just always bringing it down.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Corley, shift to you.
Real quick, before
Yes,
we all
sir.
look over there and give it up for the girls volleyball team. I think they're 12-1 now, and they're going to bring home a championship this year.
So what's really cool is we just had the girls volleyball team here on stage, and so I feel the same way about them. I feel like there's going to be a championship in their not too distant future. I didn't even see that y'all snuck in and are right here. So I'm going to ask, well, I know Coach you said it, but I think we can get louder for girls volleyball because y'all are torchbearers for the Wildcats of every athletic program. Show them some love one more time for the girls volleyball team. They are absolutely terrific. Pleasure to talk to. So, all right, Coach. So, I'm going to hand it to you for this one. This is me, not you. There we go.
Check.
So,
Check.
it's my mic that's acting up tonight. So, Coach, when you think of Anthony Bowles, what's the first thing on your mind?
He's a character. He's a funny kid. He's got a great personality. His teammates love him. He's an overachiever. Okay, so Anthony wasn't always an offensive lineman, right? But we had a need in his position. We made a move that he probably didn't want to make, but he made it unselfishly. And if you ever come out and watch us on a Friday night, I'm pretty sure Anthony's been undersized all year long, and by a lot. But he overachieves and gives everything he's got.
So an overachiever. Always good to hear that. Under promise, over deliver. That's a good thing. When I say Evan Dufford, what do you think?
Gamer. Evan's been sick a lot this year. He's missed quite a few practices. You can tell he struggles to some days to come out and give the effort that we think he has, but because he's been sick. And he had a really busy summer with lacrosse, with basketball, with football. We talked a lot as coaches about how he managed all that without just burning himself out. But somehow, when his number's called, the kid comes up and clutch plays. And I'll give you an example. He made an acrobatic play in the CBA game. I'm still kind of in disbelief he made. So he's a baller and a gamer, and he's a big-time athlete.
A lot of kind words from your coach. Evan, I'm going to ask you to tell me something good about your coach.
You know, as
Check it.
check.
There you go.
As Liam actually said,
There you go. Go ahead.
as Liam said, he's always up late or up in the morning, really early before our team meetings. He's always working on film, posting them obviously, and make sure he gets it out there to us so we can watch it and study on their film.
So just always being ready.
Yep.
All right. I like it. Anthony, tell me something good about Coach. Something good about your coach. This guy.
Yo, Zach. Yo.
Here. Is this where tonight? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. There you go.
There we go.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm saying something good about him?
Something good about Coach, yeah.
I mean, he definitely knows what he's talking about. He puts us in the right positions every week, whether it's, switching your gap and your guy or having responsibility. He knows his stuff, definitely, so it carries over to Friday nights, and it's an every week adjustment, so he really knows the game of football to make sure we're in the right position.
So he knows his stuff. So you've all said that he's prepared.
Yeah.
So he makes sure that you're ready. So there's never, we didn't have enough information.
Never, no. Too much
Okay.
sometimes.
Too much, you said? All right, fair enough. So before we get into rapid fire, Anthony, I want you to share with me, if someone had no idea what a Wildcat was, didn't know what it looked like, and you had to describe it. You had to describe like a Wildcat is blank. What would you say?
I would say it's like a bear on 4 legs with big teeth. It growls really loud. It's like khaki color with some stripes, like a tiger kind of.
Okay.
And it's like so aggressive, like an aggressive cat.
What does it mean to be a West Genesee Wildcat?
Oh, it means a ton. Growing up, always had a Wildcat across my chest. So
Means a lot
then
to
a
you.
Wildcat.
All right, appreciate it. Evan, I'm going to go to you now. If you had to describe a Wildcat, what would you say?
Check it.
Here, I'm going to give you this one.
All right. I would describe Wildcat as same as Anthony said.
Okay.
Not a bear actually. No, I don't know what he was talking about that one. Just a big cat.
A big
That
cat.
roars.
Okay, a big cat that growls. All right. How would you describe a West Genesee Wildcat?
I would describe West Genesee Wildcat by just a hard worker and perseveres through everything.
What makes you believe in this team and that we have not seen the best of the Wildcats yet?
To be honest, we have a really great group of kids, and we've been playing with each other since we were like 5, maybe 6. We have a lot of chemistry, and I know we can bring it through and start winning some games.
All right, Anthony, what about you? What makes you believe that there's more in the tank for this season?
I mean, we've lost a couple close ones, games we probably shouldn't have lost. But, I mean, kind of what Evan said earlier, we come to practice eager every week. We want it bad. I mean, eventually time will tell, but just got to keep going.
Fair enough. Stay the course.
Yep.
So now you get to ask Coach any question in the world. What do you want to ask him?
Who on the daughter would you least like to date your daughter? Wait, date your daughter.
You said who?
Who on the team would you not want to date your daughter?
Would you not want to date?
Not date your daughter.
Anthony Bowles. honestly, listen. Great kids, man. It's been a tough road, but I enjoy coming to work every day with these kids. Anthony, I would trust any one of you with Riley. I don't know how Jack will feel about that, but.
Okay, now you get to ask him the question.
Okay, Anthony, we're going through a zombie apocalypse.
I think about this.
You can pick any 3 of your teammates to go through the apocalypse with. Who are you picking and why?
Well, 100%, I'm bringing the minions. Moody and Zuzu gotta come with me. And And then like childhood best friend, right-hand man, Liam's probably gonna come along with us. I mean, it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you pick those 3?
Well, I mean, Moody and Zuzu just been best buds since we met over the summer. We go to Chipotle or like really anywhere. We go out to eat a lot. We hang out every day.
So, staying alive from people trying to eat you,
Yeah.
you chose people that eat a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you should see how much food Moody can put down. If he's like protecting me, I'd be pretty confident in it.
Okay. All right. Interesting. It's an interesting answer. All right. Anthony, you got one for me?
Look for you.
Question for me, yes, sir.
Why the Dallas Cowboys hat?
So, my favorite team is Jacksonville.
Okay.
My second favorite team is Dallas. And so my Super Bowl is them playing each other. I've gotten to cover a game where they were actually facing off against each other. But my nickname as a kid that I got, like really, like kindergarten, was Dan the Man. So this hat was personally made for me. And so the D is actually more for just my name and for that. But why the Cowboys right now? It's not Jerry Jones. It's never been Ezekiel Elliott, who's not there anymore. But I would say if I had to pick a Cowboy, I mean, I grew up with Troy Aikman and Jay Novacek and Moose Johnston, who played for Syracuse, Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders. If I had to pick a favorite Cowboy right now, I feel like I'd probably say like I really enjoy watching George Pickens. But yeah, that's what I would say. He's been really good. He's been exciting to watch. So my question back to you, Anthony. All right, well, we went zombie apocalypse. Coach kind of got into my brain on that one because I think about that. So let me say, all right, if you got to pick different people. So you can give any 2 of your teammates superpowers. Okay? You got to listen to the whole thing. So what 2 teammates do you pick? What superpower do you give each of them, which is a different power for each? Then you give yourself a superpower. So you and 2 teammates, 3 superpowers, and you have to give me a name of your group. So like the Avengers, you got to give me a name for your group. I'm thinking bear on 4 legs, but you can't use that one. So pick your 2 teammates you want to give superpowers first.
I would probably give it to like Gio. Like if you give you like, you could like fly.
Gio's gonna fly.
At that point, I mean, the kid's like pretty much unstoppable. If I'm being completely honest.
So Gio's gonna fly. Your next teammate?
Probably like John with like super speed.
Ja with super speed. What are you gonna have?
Just like super strength. I mean, I already have that, so it's really nothing crazy. But like more super strength.
More strength. Okay. Coach, I don't think there's a lack of confidence on the stage here tonight. Okay. And what's the name of your superhero group?
I mean, my other group's just minions, maybe like purple minions.
Purple?
Like the ones that go like rogue in the movies. Like the one that like flip sides and like scary dudes, like scary minions.
Why do you like the Minions so much?
Like Gru taking over the world on the moon and stuff.
Okay.
That's me.
That's you?
I'm gonna own the world one day.
You're gonna own the world.
Damn right.
So you've liked the Minions the whole time? You've always been a Minion fan?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Purple Minions is this superhero team that goes rogue.
Yeah.
All right, Evan. Give me a question for Coach.
Leaning on the apocalypse thing. Well, it's kind of is, but if you could live in like any fantasy world, what would you live in?
Any fantasy world?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Be more like something that doesn't actually exist? Or
Yeah, like a fantasy movie, like,
Fantasy movie?
yeah,
Jumanji.
Oh my God.
like Pirates of the Caribbean or
That's a tough one.
Disney maybe.
I would have to say the Goonies. I'd love to be on the Goonies.
The Goonies.
A lot
Why?
of treasure hunt.
Why the Goonies, Coach?
I watched that movie last night. I did it.
Treasure in the end, right?
Yeah.
You know, like Mikey and Mouth and Chunk. Those are
Chunk,
that's
Chunk,
like-
Chunk, Chunk.
That's what it's all about. brings me back to my childhood. So yeah, I guess the Goonies were.
The Goonies. All right, you got one for Evan.
All right, Evan, you can go on a vacation anywhere you want in the world, all expense paid, and you can pick 2 people on the team to go with you. That's it. Where are you going? Who are you picking? Why are you picking them? And why are you leaving the rest of these guys behind?
I'll probably be going to, probably like Bora Bora. It's just a beautiful area.
Bora Bora,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like that place. I'll be probably picking Alej Molina. He's always by my side and stuff like that. He's always got my back.
Okay.
And then, you gotta have my security guard, so probably Anthony Bowles.
What would you say to the rest of your teammates right before you leave?
Bye-bye, buddy. You can stay in New York.
A lot of love here tonight. So, okay. Evan, you got a question for me?
Why do you do what you do?
I like bringing people together. I like making people laugh. I like, basically, every day when I wake up and I do what I do, I think about what I would want somebody to do for me. I would want someone to give me a chance. I want someone to let me tell my story, to feel heard, seen. I would want to laugh with somebody. I would want someone to take an interest, to listen, to hear, and not just to speak. So, I mean, every day that I wake up, it's who can I help? How can I help them? What can I do to make this world smaller in a good way? And how can I make a difference? How can I make a change? I mean, your legacy is how you treat people, and that ripple effect is either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. That ripple effect is either going to send people up a mountain or it's going to be like dominoes and it's going to knock everybody over. So I turn on the microphone in the morning knowing that there is a massive responsibility to really think about what I say and how I say it. And yeah, I joke around and, I talk about stuff like I joke around about Indiana and them being ranked too high, but the reality of it all is I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't hope bad on anybody. And if you spit on me, I'm going to hug you in hopes that maybe you'll learn to stop spitting and stop hugging other people, or start hugging other people. So I think the best way to combat evil is to show it a whole lot of good, a whole lot of God, and hope that someday it changes its mind for the better. That's what I would say. My question back to you, Evan. If you took over my show tomorrow morning, and it was Wake Up Call with Evan Dufford, who would be the 3 guests on the show that you would want to have, and why?
Anyone that's here?
Anybody in the world.
I'll probably go with number 1, Josh Allen, because he's my favorite player right now.
Okay.
And then, second person, and he's from here, Liam Kelly, probably because he's a really great speaker, and I don't know, he's just a good interview speaker.
Liam, you're getting a lot of love tonight. A lot of
Yeah,
positivity. It's good. Right.
Third person.
Liam, they told me that they all got $20 for you after the show. To help you out, right? So, all right, your last person. Liam, Josh Allen, and...
Probably Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
All right. So you went football, basketball. Why Steph?
I don't know. It's just my favorite basketball player. Just thought about him. Just picked him.
Favorite one
Yep.
of all time?
Yeah.
Is he the best three-point shooter ever?
Yeah. Easily.
Okay. All right. Reggie, you got to look up Reggie Miller. I'd love to see them in a shoot-off.
That's a close second, but
It is, very much so. So with that being said, for Evan Dufford, for Anthony Bowles, for Head Coach Joe Corley, for Liam and Alej before, and for the entire West Genesee football program, give it up one more time from the Wildcat for the Wildcat.
Thank you. Can I say one thing, Dan?
Yes, sir.
Actually, 2 things. First off, I think it was Liam may have said that he thinks I might work harder than the players do, and that's BS. I put a lot of time in, yes, but I know how hard these guys work. We work them hard. We challenge them physically, mentally, emotionally. These guys work their butts off. No one works harder than these guys. Give the kids a hand. Give yourselves a hand. And I want to real quick just thank Dan Tortora for having us on. You know, I've got my opinion of a lot of the media out there. The media does a lot of good for high school athletes in the area, but they also do a lot of negative, in my opinion. I always have beef with the fact that the media, some of these guys that have never met us, haven't been to a practice or a workout, and they create an expectation for us. They expect us to measure up to, and then if we don't get the job done, they judge us for it. Dan, on the other hand, whether you're winning, losing, doesn't matter. He has nothing but positive exposure for all high school athletes, not just West Genesee football. So big hand for Dan Tortora. Thanks, Dan.
Well, it's very kind of you to say, but I do it for all of you, and it's, you know, these moments are some of my favorite moments in my life. To be able to see our community grow and to know that the young men and women in this community put it in good hands. So thank you one more time for the West Genesee Wildcats football program. Show them some love. Y'all have a good night. Get them safe. Thanks to Danny Tom and the Wildcat Sports Pub. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you.
Thanks, sir. Hey, guys.